Mira, ya está en español, ¿no?
Ajá.
Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hollywood.
Hey, sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain. You look cold and hungry. Like to come in for a bite to eat?
No, I tell you, they'll not be feeding their ugly appetites with my food or my son.
Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. The story of a young man and his mother. One of them being not quite, well, you know. Hi, I'm Anthony Burgess. As you may recall, I played the role of Norman Bates in what became the most famous of all of Hitchcock's films. Hitch was a master storyteller. He loved to make movies that would keep audiences in his total control. He would lead them down a path of expectations, only to suddenly send them off in an entirely new direction. This was known as the plot twist, and Psycho was its premier example. Now combine this with the photography, the editing, the soundtrack, and all the other technical elements. The final result was just as Hitchcock planned, to hear the audience scream.
Hitchcock was a genius at using camera angles to build terror and suspense. He was systematic and calculating in his planning of each scene. Every shot was carefully storyboarded long before filming began. By carefully plotting a sequence of images, Hitchcock implied the violence in a scene, letting our imaginations do the rest. The infamous Psycho shower scene is probably the most frightening in motion picture history, and yet in it, the knife never actually touches Janet Leigh's skin. Hitchcock had scaffolding constructed around the tiny set, and then mounted cameras at all angles around the shower. As Janet Leigh stood in the shower, each camera picked up one of the 78 precise shots Hitchcock had carefully planned, much as these cameras are picking me up now. It took 7 painstaking days of filming to capture this single 3-minute scene. Now, according to Hollywood legend, Hitchcock wanted to make sure that Janet Leigh's reaction was absolutely genuine. So in the final stages of filming, he replaced the warm water in the shower used in rehearsals with ice-cold water. Janet Leigh's look of shock was truly chilling. Her performance, combined with chocolate syrup, which was used instead of blood, were all the ingredients Hitchcock needed to create a terrifying and memorable scene. So now here it is, Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, the scene that drove thousands to sponge baths. Just remember, as Hitch loved to say, it's only a movie.
After all these years, well, I still find that scene a bit chilling. It's classic Hitchcock. Hello, my name is Kim Novak. I did a film for Mr. Hitchcock called Vertigo. It also involved icy water. Despite the fact that I never learned how to swim, Hitch had me jumping into San Francisco Bay. Fortunately, I had Jimmy Stewart to rescue me. Alfred Hitchcock used an endless variety of tricks and techniques to create the illusion of reality in his films. For instance, when we made Vertigo, Jimmy's character is petrified of heights. So Hitch dreamed up an amazing effect that combined camera movement and model photography that gives the audience the dizzy sensation of vertigo. Hitch utilized all the known film techniques, and when those weren't enough, he developed new ways to create the illusions that he was looking for. A favorite trick was his use of blue screen or matte photography to create exotic, dangerous situations without ever leaving the studio in Hollywood. One of the best examples of this technique is here in Hitchcock's first American film, Saboteur. In the final scene, the handsome hero and the Nazi agent fight it out at the top of the Statue of Liberty, high above New York Harbor.
Come on, Fly.
They're really atop a full-size hand and torch on a soundstage. Scenes of New York Harbor were shot by a separate crew called Second Unit and matted in with the scenes of the handsome hero and the evil villain hanging on for dear life right here in Hollywood.
It would, of course, have been far too dangerous to have Robert Cummings and Norman Lloyd actually dangling 300 feet above New York Harbor. So Hitchcock used a matte process photography inside of a soundstage. The process is really fairly simple, just like most terrific ideas. It allows us to place an actor in any location we choose. In this case, the Statue of Liberty. Now we're going to recreate that scene with our two volunteers who will be playing the same evil villain. They're going to be photographed against a special blue floor which we can remove and replace with any scene we'd like, just like this. And there's Andre on the screen there. Andre, I hope you're not afraid of heights. That is a long way down. Well, now you're flying in outer space. Whoa, look out for that planet. Hitchcock combined matte photography with an ingenious trick. By moving a special traveling camera away from the actor, it appears as if the actor is actually falling. Well, we have a special traveling camera right here on our set, and so now by combining the live action on stage with some of the actual film footage, we'll show you just how that scene was done. Okay, gentlemen, are you ready to play the evil villain? Andre, remember, you're looking up at the man who's trying to save your life, but you are literally hanging on by a thread. And Charles, when it's your cue, start waving your arms and kicking your legs as if you're really falling. And both of you, remember, you are 300 feet above New York Harbor. Ready, and action!
I'll get you sleep.
Delightful bit of Americana, we reluctantly drop our curtain.
Okay, we have one more special treat in store for you. We have Universal's top Foley artist to give us a special sound effects demonstration.